Alright, hey there everyone, Happy New Year, hope you all are having a pretty good year so far, even though we're only about an hour and 46 minutes in, but still, hopefully you're having a good year so far, but yeah, we're doing a bit of a late night stream for New Year's, so of course then again, I don't really foresee this being too long of a stream, but honestly, with what I've got planned for this month, sometimes short is going to be the best. So I've got to make the most out of the situation that I've got, especially with overtime rearing its ugly head next week. So yeah, that's gonna be fun. But regardless, hopefully you all are having a pretty good year so far, despite the small amount of time that we've only been in 2026. But other than that, my day went pretty okay. Just got a few things done, had a nice big dinner, took a bit of a small nap. Meant to actually start it around midnight, but that didn't plan out. But hey, you know what? At least I'm here now. That's all that matters. That is all that matters. But anyway, yeah, we are kicking off the 35 years of Sonic Marathon. So we're jumping straight into the original Sonic the Hedgehog, the series that started it all. So, I'm not sure how exactly this year is going to go in terms of the Sonic content, because as things stand right now, we really don't have any sort of idea of what they plan on doing for the 35th anniversary. Like, we were expecting a game announcement at the Game Awards. Didn't happen, although granted, we got Mega Man Dual Override, so at least we got something out of that, but other than that, nothing, especially when we had gotten the announcement for Sonic Frontiers a good number of years ago at the Game Awards, so I don't know, it's just really odd. So we're kind of in a lull waiting period to see what they're going to do, so I'm kind of 50-50, maybe we'll get an anniversary game this year. If not, then it'll probably slip into sometime next year, which really, I can probably kind of see them doing it, putting it closer to Sonic's anniversary that year, even though it'll be past the 35th anniversary mark. But I mean, I don't know. But regardless, though, I do want to try and get as much Sonic content as I possibly can done, in addition to all the other myriad of projects that I want to do. So I'm gonna see what I can do. I'm not sure where I at least want to get to in terms of my Sonic content. I mean, I already know for a fact, for the 35th anniversary on the actual date, I at least want to get to Sonic Adventure 2. I know that much, and really that's not going to take too long at all. But for the latter part of the year, I'm really not sure. Like, granted, yes, I've got plenty of games that I can do that I kind of want to do chronologically, because I like doing crazy shit like that and all that stuff, but like, I honestly don't know how things are gonna play out, so like, I at least have a bit of a blueprint for the first part of the year. As for the second part, I honestly haven't a damn clue, but, I guess we'll figure that out when we get there, but, again, that's about 6 months from now, so we got some time. And if anything, the majority of this month is going to be handling the classic portion of the Sonic series. So, and plus, again, these are games that I know like the back of my head. I've been practically raised on these things. I wouldn't be the person I am today if it wasn't for Sonic or this series in general, so I'm really glad to finally be able to get back to this series. Like, yeah, it felt bad kind of pushing it to the wayside, but, you know, it just felt right saving this stuff for the lead up to the 35th anniversary, so I figured, what the hell, why not? But regardless, we are going to have one hell of a journey depending on how things go. Like, there's going to be some good days, there's going to be some bad days, I don't know, but just depends on how much the game decides to kick my ass all over the place. But then again, granted, as I've said, I know these games pretty damn intimately, so I don't foresee them being too many issues. If there are any issues, it's solely due to me and any misjudgments I may make. Nothing on the game's part. Unless, I don't know, if we ever get to Sonic 06, but that's different case in of itself. But I mean, that is on the docket. That is on the docket. And correction, not only 06, but Project 06. We're going to tackle both of those at some point. Why not? Because, hey, I like being thorough. But as for when we'll get there, who the hell knows? I need to see how this first part of the year goes. And it only just feels right to start the year off with a series that I know and love so damn much. It only felt right. Only felt right. But yeah, we are going to be tackling the original Sonic the Hedgehog, released back in 1991 for the Sega Genesis. Granted, I was only 7 months old back when it first came out, so my earlier days, I don't have much recollection, but as I got a little bit older, maybe around 2 or 3, then yeah, I could probably get through the first 2 zones. After that, yeah, then it was Roblox City, but hey, you know what? That's what games do. They keep challenging you until you finally overcome those hurdles. And you know what? Even though I did not beat this game until I was about maybe 7 or 8 years old, damn, did it feel good to finally be able to do that. So. And again, I don't foresee there being too many issues in tonight's stream. Again, assuming the game decides to become self-aware and intentionally screw me over, which has happened before. Not only with this game, but with Sonic the Hedgehog 3 and Knuckles itself, so I don't know. Anything's on the table at this point. It's really hard to tell. But regardless, even though this may be a bit of a short stream, I am glad that I will have any of you all popping in, if you can. And again, yes, while I know short is not the best, it's all I can do right now, given my current situation going into this month, because, yeah, going into 9-hour days, and then, possibly having to do an 8-hour Saturday, yeah, it is going to be very, very draining, and even then, I'm still going to try and pull something off. I don't know yet. Because, like, I do want to go ahead and start another project and all that stuff, but as far as I know right now, it's just going to be mainly Sonic for this month. But if I can squeeze in a few things here and there, we'll go ahead and do it. If I feel like I can manage it, you know? But again, that's why we are going to be doing these late night streams. So yeah, the late night run. Welcome to it. We have fun, we'll lose our sanity, and who knows? We just gotta see where the chips fall and land. But regardless, I am glad that you all will be joining us for this short journey tonight, as short as it may be, because again, I know this game like the back of my head. I've got it memorized pretty much down pat. On average, maybe an hour and 10 minutes. And you know, when I got the original games mapped out, and I can tell you exactly how long and give you an estimate that it takes me to complete them, including 100% of them, yeah, that just shows how far my damn dedication runs, to where I've literally got it mapped out to like, okay, this game takes about an hour and a half, this one takes about 3 hours, maybe 3.5, I don't know, we'll see, maybe this one takes about 5 hours. I'm starting to think I may have a problem. Of course, then again, maybe that's just me being very analytical. Who the hell knows? Who the hell knows? Alright. But other than that, though, again, hopefully you all are having a pretty good year so far, and I'm glad to have you here, even if you are just lurking from afar. So, we will go into standby mode for a few moments. I need to get things set up here, but we will be back momentarily, so don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Alright, we've got everything all set up. The game is ready to go. We're just gonna give ourselves a few more extra minutes, and then we'll go ahead and get ready to jump into things. Although I really do need to work on trying to make these opening sections a little bit longer. But you know what? I'm not too worried. If I end up getting more people later on down the road, then just gives me more incentive to go ahead and slowly kind of transition into that. You know, gotta start somewhere. But you know what? Sometimes it's just better to be right in the middle of the action itself. So, you know what? Can't really go wrong there. And I gotta admit, I do love how this new G Fuel shaker is. I think they kind of made it double-walled, so that way it doesn't condensate all that much. And you know what? I like that. I like that. I hate it when stuff gets dripping on my table and it just kind of like doesn't really affect it all that much, but you know, just getting those wet stains and all that. But for this one, first time using it, and I gotta say, I'm impressed. I really am. And you can bet your ass if there's going to be a 35th anniversary Sonic tumbler, yeah, you can bet your ass I'm going to grab that. You can bet your ass. Which really, I need to get around to trying the other stuff too. I really need to do that. But alas, money is a fickle thing. That and you don't know whenever they'll get the damn stuff restocked in. So, I really want to try the Knuckles Sour Punch. I'm gonna see what that one's like. It's been on my list for some time now, but it just hasn't been in stock. But at some point. And besides, I'm pretty sure they'll probably introduce a new flavor going into the anniversary anyway, because Sega loves doing these promotional deals and all that stuff when it comes to merchandising Sonic to hell and back, so it's gonna happen. I mean, hell, we already know later this year there's gonna be a Sonic and Hello Kitty Happy Meal collab, so, yeah, I'm gonna shell out some money and get those things. My madness knows no bounds. If it's Sonic, I'm paying for it. It's like, here, wallet's open, here's my debit card, give it to me, I'll take it now, thank you. You know, sometimes I think I have no self-control. I see something I want, especially something I really want, and I'm like, I want that, nothing is stopping me from getting it. I will leave bodies in this whole building if I have to walk out with this one copy. I will do it. Alright, but anyway, let's go ahead and get ready to dive into things. So, first things first, before we jump in, so, unlike games of this day and age, the game will naturally tell you the story as you progress on through it, but with these old games, not so much. The only info you got came out of the manuals, and, seeing as how this was the early 90s, yeah, things kind of differed between the US story and the actual canon that Japan had, so for the sake of being consistent, we are sticking with the original Japanese canon. Only makes sense, right? But, you know, maybe at some point we'll delve into all the crazy stuff they did for the US canon all those years ago, because, like, that shit was integral to the cartoons, the comics, and all that stuff. I'm amazed they were even able to do it for so long until they were finally forced, like, okay, yeah, we gotta go ahead and scrap this shit and just stick with this, but anyway, the story is as simple as it can be. The evil Dr. Robotnik has come to South Island to locate the 6 Chaos Emeralds, which he needs to fuel his ambitions for world conquest. He begins by turning the animals' island populace... Well, animals' island populace... Oh, it's 2 a.m. and that didn't make a lick of damn sense. Oh, and I was doing so good too. Okay, let's go ahead and rewind that. Okay, so the story is that the evil Dr. Robotnik has come to South Island to look for the 6 Chaos Emeralds, and to search for them, he begins by turning the island's animal populace into his robotic badniks to fuel his ambitions for world conquest. But with Sonic on the scene, he's not about to let that happen, so he sets out across South Island to grab the emeralds before Robotnik does, and put an end to his plans for the first of many times. Okay, there, see, that was much better. The animals' island populace. I know it was a minor hiccup, but damn it, when I realized what I said, I just couldn't help it for a second. I couldn't resist it. But yeah, that is the overall story for the original game. So, pretty simple to start out with, but just wait. The further we get along in this series, the plots get really batshit crazy. Oh yeah, you have no idea what we're in for. You have no damn idea unless you have been a long-time fan. So, hopefully if you're new here, welcome to the ride. If you have been on this trip before, strap in. You know what's ahead for us. Alright, but anyway, let us go ahead and get ready to dive in, shall we? We've got a short journey ahead of us, and just like Sonic, we are going to make quick work of this adventure. So, let's get right to it, shall we? That chant never gets old. Also took up 1/8 of the cartridge space also, which is crazy when you think about it. But as we go ahead and start things off here in good old Green Hill Zone, we do need to go over Sonic's repertoire. So he is able to attack Badniks by using the rolling spin and the spin jump. As long as he has one ring on hand, he will not lose a life unless he drowns, gets crushed, or falls into a bottomless pit. So, pretty useful stuff. And on top of that, there are a myriad of power-ups in the item boxes that are littered throughout all the zones. So you've got 10 rings, extra lives, a shield, speed shoes. Pretty useful stuff. But you also want to watch out for spikes. They can be pretty deadly. And as for the Badniks here, we have Motorbug, Buzz Bomber, Crabmeat, Neutron, and Chomper. So, pretty easy Badniks to deal with. Aw, damn it, really? Just one ring off. I hate when that happens. But anyway, with at least 50 rings on hand, when you get to the end of Acts 1 and 2 of the first 5 zones, we'll have a giant gold ring floating above the gold post. Jump into it and get ready to go after a Chaos Emerald. And with that, welcome to the Rotating Maze Special Stage. So this place can be pretty crazy. So you want to navigate Sonic into the Emerald Chamber and break the barriers surrounding the Emerald. But you've got bumpers that'll bounce you around all over the place, art bumpers that will rotate the stage in the opposite direction, up and down bumpers that will increase and decrease the rotation speed of the stage itself, and you also have numerous pits lined with gold bumpers. You fall into one of those, and you're getting tossed out empty-handed. No questions asked, so avoid those at all costs. And if you manage to get 50 rings when in a special stage, you get to continue. They are worth 3 lives if you get a game over. But in this day and age, that hardly even happens to me nowadays. In my younger years, oh yeah, it was bound to happen. But nowadays, psh, maybe 1 or 2 deaths at most due to some incompetence. And also keep in mind, collecting 100 rings will also grant Sonic an extra life, so pretty useful there as well. But the one thing you want to avoid the most is spikes. You land on those, and you're in for a world of pain. Even more so in original first print copies of the first game, because usually if you get hit, you have iframes that you can abuse, so you can use that invulnerability to cheese out a pretty hard section. In those first print copies of the game, not so much. So if you land on a bed of spikes, they will outright ignore the iframes and just straight up kill you regardless. You have no chance for recovery at all. So it's pretty much a death sentence. So do yourself a favor and avoid spikes like the damn plague. Alright, come on. And of course we do have star posts. You pass any of those, you will restart from there if you lose a life. So pretty helpful. Alright. There we go. Okay, that was close. I did not think I was going to make it. But you know what? So far, so good. So far, so good. Alright, let's get another Chaos Emerald, shall we? Assuming this thing doesn't become self-aware and toss me all over the place. There we go. There we go. Just get into the Emerald Chamber. And now let's break through the barriers. Oh, no you don't. No you don't. There we go. There we go. That's what I wanted. That's what I wanted. Alright. 2 Chaos Emeralds down. 4 to go. So yeah, just keep in mind, your attempts at getting the emeralds are finite, so you've only got about 10 chances altogether. So if you can help it, try to get as many as you can. That way, if you end up missing 1 or 2, you still got a few more chances to hopefully save yourself. But hey, you know what? At least later games get better about that stuff. I mean, it's the first game. I guess it's somewhat excusable. I mean, this did set the formula for everything that was to come, so makes sense. Alright, let's come on down here. I'll take that. Now let's see if I can't get up to here. Ah, damn it, I couldn't make it. That's okay, though. That's okay. Let me just come on up here. And now we're gonna go this way. Technically, I don't have to, but 35 years of playing this game, you develop some crazy muscle memory and insane patterns to where you always have to do this stuff every time. You just can't help yourself. Alright, up to here. I'll grab those. Get rid of that Buzz Bomber. And now I'm good. And now we have our first encounter with Dr.Robotnik himself, and he's bringing out his Eggmobile. So he will have his Eggmobile attached to various weapons to try and combat us. In this case, it's the Egg Wrecker. All he does is swing a giant wrecking ball back and forth, so pretty easy stuff. But hey, it's the first boss. It's gotta be easy, though. If you want to go even easier than this, yeah, look at the Game Gear and Master System version of Sonic 1. Especially the Game Gear version, because Screen Crunch makes that boss a bitch. But you know what? Just like that, Robotnik is down and out. So we'll just come on over, break the prison capsule, and we are done here. Our adventure is only starting, but hey, it's off to a pretty good start. And now on to Marble Zone. And as for the baddies we got here, we got Batbrain, Buzz Bomber, and Caterkiller. I do not like Caterkillers. They are evil. And I swear their hitboxes are wonky as all hell sometimes. Like right there, I could have swore I hit the head. Okay, it's alright. We can still recover. We can still recover. So yeah, one thing to note, Sonic is all about speed, so we go from a fast-paced zone in the form of Green Hill Zone to a bit of a slow-paced crawl in the form of Marble Zone. So kind of counterintuitive, and the rest of the game is kind of like that. You get a fast zone, then a slow zone, then a fast zone, then a slow zone. But again, it was the first game, they were just figuring out the formula. Makes sense, so it gets a pass. And besides, for the second zone of the game, things were originally planned to be a lot worse. You'll see what I mean when we get there. But we do need to watch out because we can easily get crushed and barbecued here. We got those moving pillars, blocks that fall down from the ceiling. And we got numerous spiked weights as well, so... yeah, this is just fun. But the good thing about Marble Zone is it's got a bunch of nice little hidden alcoves filled with goodies, so raid them if you can. Oh, that was close. Ah, damn it. Okay, it's alright. We were able to rebound. Alright. Okay, I am not looking forward to this. My most hated special stage in the first game. Hold down left and pray for mercy. Oh, come on. Ah, damn it. This ain't good. This ain't good. Oh, that is not good at all. Okay, so yeah, the rotating maze special stage is supposed to be that, a rotating maze, not a huge, wide-ass open area. Oh, come the hell on. Go, 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 go. This is the best chance we got. This is the best fucking chance we got. Get in there, Sonic. Go, 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 go. Yes! Hate that one. I hate that one. It was the bane of my existence when I was a kid. Oh, okay, good. God, I hate that one. It gets my heart racing every single damn time. And sometimes you can just get unlucky and the stage will just yeet you into a gold pit to where you don't even get a goddamn chance. Of course, you know what? Kids these days are lucky. If they play their cards right, they've got the version on Sonic Origins to where you can just basically retry if you end up failing, so... But nah, back in my day, you had to work your ass off for this shit. No questions asked. Alright, come on. Thank you. Alright. Alright, over here. And another reason why I hate caterpillars. They put them in narrow corridors, and it's bullshit. Because, like, yeah, you can try and do a rolling spin, but if you don't build up enough speed, you're gonna uncurl, and they're gonna hit you. It's okay, though. At least Sonic gets a much more useful utility for attacking in the next game. At least that's a plus. Alright. So yeah, we would normally ride this marble block over and the lava bursts would shoot us up, but screw that. Build up some speed and just make some jumps. Come on. Thank you. So far, so good. Careful, careful. I do not want to lose my shield. Holding on to it means that I can hold on to my rings. Ah, one ring short. That sucks. Okay, hold it. I can't help myself. I gotta break all these blocks in one go. I'm sorry, I can't help myself. It's wired into my system. I have to do that every single time. Alright, good. We're in the home stretch. Almost done with this act. Careful. And of course, you also haven't noticed the obvious yet. All the zones of the game are divided up into 3 acts each, so use those first 2 acts to try to get you some chances at the Chaos Emeralds, and then of course Act 3 being reserved for dealing with Dr. Robotnik himself. Some say 3's a bit much, but you know what? I don't mind it. Okay, this one's gonna be a bit tricky. Oh, no you don't. Okay, it's going too fast for my liking. It's going too fast. I don't like this. Just slow the hell down. Oh, come the hell on. Alright, good. Careful. There we go. Oh, no. I don't think so. Careful. Come on, break through the barriers. Thank you. Alright, that was a bit too close for comfort. And hello there, little continue that I will never use. Nowadays, you're nothing but little trophies to me. Alright, let's keep going. We could go that way, but nah, we're gonna stick on this path. Because no matter what path we take, they come out the same spot anyway, so... Careful. There we go. Nope, I do not want to get crushed. We do not want to turn Sonic into a Hedgehog pancake. Alright, hit the switch. And there's where the other pathway would come out at. Okay, so this is a bit of a real bullshit move right here. So, once we get past this block, we have 2 chances to use the lava bursts to get up to the top path. And you only have 2 chances, so if you don't take either chance, this thing is going to go straight towards the wall. And if you're not quick enough, you're going to die. But luckily, that is not the case there. And over on the right side, there is a hidden pathway we could take to kind of cheese the rest of the act out, but who wants to do that? And see, this is what I mean. Caterpillars in narrow corridors. It's bullshit. Okay, I got a little bit too reckless there. Once again, caterpillar bullshit. And you know what? It's only going to get much, much worse later on. Alright. Careful. There we go. Alright, we're almost out of here. Ah, I couldn't get all the bat brains in one go. Really? Alright, coming on up to here. Get rid of you. Alright, we're in the final stretch. And that little pathway in the alcove will pop you out right down there, so, risk it if you want. Me, though? Hell no. I am not taking the risk of getting skewered by spikes. Screw that. It's just not worth it. Alright. Now we have the Egg Scorcher, so all Robotnik does is just fly back and forth between these two platforms and dropping a fireball onto it. And something to keep in mind, Robotnik has an IQ of 300, and something as simple as the Egg Wrecker and the Egg Scorcher would suggest he's not all that smart, but just wait. As the series progresses, he gets a lot more craftier. His genius will start to show. And with that, another prison capsule down. Man, that's refreshing. And now on to Spring Yard Zone. And as for the bandits here, we have Spikes, Roller, Crab Meat, and Buzz Bomber. So once again, as I said, we start things out with a bit of a fast zone, then sort of a slow-paced zone, and Spring Yard Zone is pretty fast-paced, assuming you stick to the top routes. Because if you stick to the low routes, then yeah, it can be a bit of a slog. And that's why when it comes to Sonic games, I always follow this simple rule. Stick to the top paths. Not only are they the more faster option, but sometimes going out of your way to take those routes can net you some extra goodies, so that can't hurt at all. Careful. And case in point, we're taking the top route right here. We also gotta watch out for these, spinning spiked iron balls. They are not fun to deal with. And once again, as I said, sticking to the top route is best. Look at all these extra rings we're getting. Okay, come on. Alright, let's come over to here. Get rid of these Buzz Bombers. The spikes, badniks. I hate these things. You can try landing on their forehead, but I wouldn't advise it. Your best chance is to just hope that the rolling spin connects. But if you'd rather not risk it, then just avoid them. They're easy to jump over and easy to get past. And besides, why risk it when you can have the option to avoid getting hurt anyway, so... use the more strategic option. Alright. Time for another Chaos Emerald. Let's see how things go here. Hopefully all goes well. Alright, careful. Careful. Whoa, no you don't, no you don't. Nope. There we go. That's the speed that I want. That's the speed I want. Ooh, that was close. That was close. Yes, into the Emerald Chamber. I got the stage at the right rotation speed. Get in there, get in there. Oh, no, 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 no. Sonic, get the emerald. Okay, that got a bit too close for comfort. Oh. It's okay, though. 5 Chaos Emeralds down, 1 more to go. We're almost there. So at least if it comes down to it, we got some leeway for some screw-ups, if it happens. But hey, again, I'm going to try and minimize that shit. Yeah, I'm not even going to risk it because... Son of a bitch. Okay, sometimes jumping over them can really backfire on you. It's alright, it's alright. There's still plenty of rings. Again, I know this game like the back of my head. I know all the opportunities I can take to max out my chances. It's all about strategy. Alright. Gonna give Sonic a bit of a concussion down here. Gimme. Thank you. There we go. Come on. Thank you. There we go. Ooh. Okay, damn it. That was not good. That was not good. Alright, watch out for the floating spiked ball. Oh, okay. Alright, good. So, let's see if I can make this jump here. And there we go. Alternate pathway. 1 of 2 in the entire game. And luckily, if you've got at least 20 rings, if you can get to this top route, then it's got plenty more to give you that chance to go after that Chaos Emerald. Alright, here we go. Going a bit fast for my liking, but okay. No, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't. Get in there. Gotcha. Haha. Alright, and we got all 6 Chaos Emeralds. So the good ending is guaranteed. Nothing extra in this game, though, but just wait. Just wait. Eventually, getting all the Chaos Emeralds will be a much more fitting prize to seek. Because the reward you get for it more than makes up for the effort. But hey, that's not until Sonic 2. And besides, next game we're not even going to be going after Chaos Emeralds in the first place. But at least I can go through the rest of the game without a worry. I hate these spiked iron balls. Because as you saw earlier, they can be painful. And with the way the game's collision detection is, it's real easy to get trapped in between them. They can just be practically a death sentence. Move it, crab meat. Thank you. There we go. Oh, no you don't. No you don't. No you don't. I want in. I want in there. Thank you. I'll take that. Gotta love invincibility. Now, ideally, that spring will suggest take the top route, but don't do it. It's just a much longer trek around. It's there to trick you. Oh, no, you don't. No, I want up on that platform. Thank you. Let's just come on up to here. And get some goodies for the trip. Oh, okay, that was close. That was close. I'll take that. And I'll take this for good measure. So, we got a bottomless pit below us. And you would think the invincibility would help against the boss, but no, by the time you get across this thing, it wears off, so what's the point? Alright, but now it's time to deal with the egg stinger. So Robotnik will fly back and forth and protrude a stinger from the bottom of the eggmobile, and he'll slowly start to whittle away at our footing. So, hey, see? Like I said, his genius is starting to show. So that means this is a bit of a timed fight, so try and get as many hits on him as you can. Otherwise, things can get a bit precarious. Ooh, okay, that was close. Alright. And with that, another prison capsule destroyed, and we're halfway through the game. But now we enter Hell. Welcome to Labyrinth Zone. And as for the badniks here, we have Jaws, Burrowbot, and Orbinaut. So they can be pretty annoying to deal with, as well as the myriad of traps that are littered throughout Labyrinth Zone itself. And on top of that, Sonic has the threatening presence of possibly drowning if you don't ingest an air bubble. So, yeah, swallow an air bubble the first chance you see them. Because otherwise, there'll be one drowned wet hedgehog. And remember how I said things could have originally been worse? Well, that's because Labyrinth Zone was meant to be the second zone of the game originally. But luckily, they saw what kind of difficulty spike was brought about by having it there in the original zone placement, and luckily the devs changed their minds. But if you see what they were doing originally, you can make sense why it was the second zone of the game. So they wanted to show the transition of Sonic going through South Island's more natural environments and then transitioning into the more urbanly developed areas. So it made sense, you know? But I don't know, at the cost of the player's sanity, luckily they realized their mistake and changed the zone placement. And I do not like hearing that. That gives me childhood PTSD, and I do not like it at all. Careful. And if you can, try to avoid getting hit by these spinning maces, because if you get hit by them underwater, man, does the game slow down like crazy. Though sometimes the slowdown can be a bit of a benefit. But that's assuming you're very lucky. Okay, gonna get one more bit of air. Because again, I am not gonna risk it. Careful. So yeah, as I said, we've got a whole bunch of traps down here. We got the spinning maces. We got the lances protruding from the ground and the ceiling. You got ancient heads that'll shoot fireballs out. It's just not a fun time here. Alright, good. come on. Thank you. Had to wait for the water to ride that up. Alright, get rid of the jaws there. There's Orbinaut. They like to fire off their projectiles, so, yeah, avoid them if you can. And there's those fireballs shooting heads. Be careful, because it is easy to get blindsided by those things if you at least expect it. Bubble, please. Bubble, please. Thank you. Alright. There we go. Alright. So far, so good. Now let's continue on. But it just feels so good to not have to worry about the emeralds anymore. Because, yeah, unless you're a real seasoned veteran, have fun trying to hold on to a bunch of rings in this zone. It's not as easy as I make it look. You've got to be very cautious. Alright, come on. Let's just keep going. Alright, come on. Bubble, please. Bubble, please. Thank you. Just in the nick of time. Alright. Get rid of you. Then we'll get rid of you. There we go. Ooh, okay, that was close. So now we do need to break open this item monitor, because it is hiding a switch we need to press. And I will gladly take this invincibility. Makes getting through this vertical corridor so much more easier. Just keep going, just keep going. Okay, just in time. Yeah, don't bother jumping, just duck. The only thing I hate more than caterpillars in narrow corridors is Orbinauts in narrow corridors. Oh, shit. Oh, that's not good. Oh, that's not good. Okay, that was close. I did not like the look of that. My missed jumps almost screwed me over. But it's alright, though. It's alright, though. We came out on top. Alright, on to Act 3. Get rid of those burrow bots. And I want to jump here and get this shield. Then we got to jump into this alcove and hit this switch, because otherwise it's just going to be an endless waterfall. Alright, let's get rid of you. Come on over and grab these rings. Gimme. Thank you. Alright. So we have two options. You can go straight and take the very long way around, or we can take the bottom route, which is more shorter, but it is more deeply underwater. So honestly, this path is the lesser of two evils. Because that first path is littered with spikes, and remember what I said about the spike bug. It's evil and avoid it like the plague. You'll be glad you did. Although, this spot isn't any better unless you, don't shimmy all the way down the poles. Because that can kill you. Alright, there we go. Bubble, please. Thank you. Nope, not even gonna bother. So yeah, taking that first path, on average you can get through here about 5 minutes. Taking this bottom route, if you're quick enough, maybe around 3 minutes and 30 seconds. And we're going to try to make this encounter a little bit easier because we want to outrun the water. So let's see what we can do. And now we just have the Eggmobile, so rather than Robotnik attacking us directly, he's letting the Traps of Labyrinth Zone do his dirty work for him. So, yeah, he's thinking outside the box. We just want to try and beat the water up here, because not only will it slow us down, but it'll make things a little bit harder. And if we do get hit, you will fall all the way back to the bottom. So, yeah. Alright, but another prison capsule destroyed. And it's, kind of glitched out. The jank in these early games. But hey, on to Starlight Zone, my favorite zone of the game. And as for the Bannocs here, we just have Bomb and Orbnaut. So at least it'll be a much easier time to get through here. Alright. Go ahead and blow yourself up. And one thing to note, this is your last chance to get any Chaos Emeralds you may be missing. So if you're missing one or two, then don't squander those chances. But if you're missing more than two, then, yeah, you're out of luck at that point. Just go ahead and restart the game. Because the good ending is forever out of your grasp in that case. But yeah, unlike the other version of Orbnaut, that one does not shoot off its projectiles. So you can't really hit it unless you've already been hit, so kind of counterintuitive, so, but luckily they're easy to avoid. And remember what I said earlier, stick to the top routes, you'll be glad you did. Because if you were to stick to the bottom routes of Starlight Zone, then yeah, you'll be dealing with some bottomless pits. But if we did take the bottom route, right below us, there is the alternate exit for this act. The only other one in the game, but really doesn't offer any advantage. And on top of that, you can't even get to the special stage if you take it. So, yeah, it's kind of pointless. Alright. But yeah, as you can see with how fast Sonic is moving here in Starlight Zone, honestly, this is what the entire game should have been. Oh, hell no. Son of a bitch. Really? I compliment you and you toss me down here? What the hell? It's alright, it's alright. Oh, wait. Hold it. Oh, hello. Hey, can I get up there, please? Okay, come on. What the hell? Alright, there we go. Ah, okay. Here we go. Here we go. Alright, good. Now I'm back on my usual path. There we go. There we go. But I mean, granted, you're bound to get back to this path anyway, because it's the only way to get to the end of the act. And look at that. 50 rings to be able to get you into the special stage right there. So, I mean, at least the devs were generous and gave you a chance to get enough rings to get in there if you're missing any emeralds, so that's a plus. Alright. Careful. Ah, damn it. Ooh, that was close. Okay, let's come on over to here. It's always fun using these seesaws. I love them. Alright, give me that. Thank you. Now come on. Fire me up there. Thank you. And I will stick to the top route. Thank you very much. Because as we've already established, top route good, bottom route bad. Alright. Okay, wait. There we go. Got a spiked platform right here. Ooh, there we go. I didn't really need to do that, but I figured, what the hell. I love this song, I really do. You know, that's one thing about Sonic games. Even if they end up being bad by some odd chance, the music is always good. But hey, now it's time to deal with the egg spikers. So Robotnik will fly around and drop these exploding mines onto the seesaws, so we either need to return to sender or use them to fire ourselves up and hit them that way. Either way, it's not a good situation for Robotnik. Just be wary when the mines do explode. You don't want to be hit by the residual bits that fall off. And down he goes. Alright, hold it. Hold it. I love setting those straightaways. I can't help it. I just can't help it. But with that, that is the last prison capsule of the game. Now we move on to the final stretch. And with that, welcome to Scrap Brain Zone, Dr. Robotnik's home base here on South Island. And as for the banks we have here, we have Bomb, Caterkiller, and Ball Hog. But we also have 3 others, but you'll see later. You'll see. But not only do you have the Badniks to deal with, you have moving pistons that can easily crush you. You have these pipes that will spew fire out either from the valves or from the broken parts of the pipes themselves. And little electrodes that can easily shock you when you're not looking. So, overall, it's not a fun time here. It's just not a fun time at all. But again, if you stick to the top route, then that is the best strategy. Okay, gotta be careful. Almost. There we go. Let me on through. Thank you. Haha, made it. I didn't have to get up there, but I wanted to just for the hell of it. Careful. There we go. Okay, we need to play it safe here. Gotta play it safe, gotta play it safe. Just a little bit more. I don't even know what the hell these things are supposed to be. Like, what is the point? Like, how does this benefit Robotnik in any way? I don't get it. And there's Ball Hog. Alright. We're getting close to the end. So we've made it through the outer perimeter of the base. Now it's time to tackle the interior of it. And we need to be careful because, unfortunately, there are no checkpoints in this act. So, if you lose a life, right back to the start of the act. So, do be careful. Alright, careful. I'll take that. And there is a little shortcut that I do want to try to get to, but I need 50 rings on hand to be able to get to it, so we're going to play our cards and see what we can do. Oh, and we now have conveyor belts and buzzsaws, so that's fun. More implements of destruction. Okay, no, correction. Instruments of destruction. What the hell am I saying? Of course, then again, it is almost 3 in the morning, so you know what I mean. You know what I mean. You see all the deathly hazards. That's enough to get my point across. All right, careful. Made it. Okay, so have 50 rings when we get to this transport tube. We can come up to this alternate pathway. Alright, wait for it. Alright, we're almost out of here. Careful. Once again, caterpillars to get in my way. Whoo, that was close. Nope, jump over that one. And watch out for the spiked maces. And there we go. All right. And so with that music, you think it's time for the final showdown, but nope. Robotnik's got one more trick up his sleeves. That's a lie. This is Labyrinth Zone Act 4, and the developers knew damn well what they were doing. So yeah, that means we get to tango with Jaws, Orbinaut, and Burrowbot once more. Though, if you do want to make things easier on yourself, oh shit. Just go straight ahead, and you can easily clear the act in about 50 seconds. But me? Nah. I at least want a bit of a challenge. Alright, come on. And one other thing to keep in mind, air bubbles are now going to be few and far between. And on top of that, they take a little bit longer to pop out. So, yeah. Get them whenever you can. And let that Orbinaut fire its projectiles off. Oh. Okay, there we go. So even though I swallowed a bubble, I'm going to wait for another one, because I am not going to risk it. This act has screwed me over so many times. I have learned my lesson. I know what to do. Careful. Careful. Oh, that's not good. Oh, that's not good. Oh, yeah, definitely. Glad to have you in here, Ultimate. You've popped in just as we've reached the end of the game. So your timing couldn't have been better. Alright, at least we do get a star post. First things first, let's get rid of this Orbinaut. There we go. And then we want a nice clear running start. Okay, yeah, that's valid. Makes sense. Okay, I didn't mean to grab that ring box, but okay. Watch out for the swinging spiked mace there. And do not wait for a bubble. It's not going to be worth it. Just get up to the surface and get air that way. Because I guarantee if you try waiting for a bubble, you are going to die. And yes, I am speaking from experience. Because they had screwed me over so many times back when I was younger. It's alright though, we're almost out of here. And with that, we've come to Final Zone. So let's go ahead and take down Dr. Robotnik. And here we have the Egg Crusher. So he will pop out in one of 4 crushers. 2 will come out at a time. And then he will create those little electrodes to fire off at us. But if there's a good enough gap, then you can jump right on through them. If not, then you better get a good running start and just hope that you avoid getting hit, because as you can see, no rings at all. So, yeah, be very careful. But so far, so good. Careful. Yeah, it all essentially equates to one big game of Whack-A-Doctor. Ideally, you want to stay in the center, that way you've got a better vantage point, but I feel more comfortable over here on the right. It's my little safe zone. Okay, that was a bit too risky. It's alright, though. Oh, come on! Alright, slowly but surely. There we go. And as it gets away, let's add some insult to injury. Alright, and with that, we are done with the original Sonic the Hedgehog. Using the power of all 6 Chaos Emeralds, Sonic restores South Island back to normal. And on top of that, we also pulled off a no-death run, so hey, you know what? Bonus points there. I'll gladly take that. So yeah, that was a pretty good way to start the year off, if I do say so myself. Oh damn, 14 of those. No, I've been meaning to get around to Sly Cooper for some time. I just haven't had the time and all that stuff.
Oh yeah, I've actually got a. I used to have a high school friend that loved Phoenix. Don't know what happened to her though. But still, we did good. We did good. But hey, this is only the tip of the iceberg, though. We are only just beginning. We got plenty more games to do. One down, 100 plus to go. And with each year that passes, another one gets added to the list. Alright. And hey, thank you for the follow, Ultimate. Glad to have you to do so. Always enjoy when we get someone new to jump on board. It's always a treat. But yeah, other than that, things went off pretty well. I had a few close calls in the rotating maze special stage, but we got through them. Got through the game. Got all the Chaos Emeralds. Beat the game without dying. Oh yeah, that's one hell of a good way to start the year off, if I do say so myself. Now the question is, can I get through the rest of the classic games without losing a life? We'll see. We'll see. It'll be a small little self-imposed challenge. But for our final reward, we get Robotnik jumping up and down on the end credit. Get used to it, buddy. It's the first of many to come, so just get used to it. And the best part is, it never gets old. That's the best part. That is the best part. Alright. But still, we did pretty good, though. I don't... So, like, if I decide to go all gung-ho, probably, but, I do have a method for easily dispatching of it, so... I don't know. I might show off a bit and try and take it out the natural way with a mix of my usual strategy, or I just may say, screw it, and just cheese it the hell back, because, hey, if I know the strat, I might as well. But that is at least not going to be until Saturday. I already know that much. Because we will be tackling Sonic the Hedgehog CD next. Doing these games in canon story order. Only makes sense. Only makes sense. Even though the game came out a year after Sonic 2 did. But still, in terms of the canonicity, yeah, Sonic CD happens right smack dab in between Sonic 1 and 2. So that is going to be our next game on the list. And really, I don't foresee there being any sort of issues dealing with that game at all. It's pretty easy to get through. But still, we did good. I do kind of wish I had started a little bit earlier. I had actually planned to originally start right at midnight, but yeah, that didn't exactly happen. So, it is what it is. And here it's about 3 o'clock, late at night, wrap this game up. So, other than that, things went off pretty well. But again, considering the schedule that I've got looking forward to for the rest of this month, hopefully I can stick to what I've got planned, but if things need to change a bit, then I'm going to have no choice but to relent and try to accommodate to that. As much as I don't want to, if it happens, it'll happen. But granted, I will go ahead and keep you all informed, because again, if you want to be up to date on when I do go live and for all my other stuff, feel free to follow me over on X, over on Blue Sky, and feel free to join the Discord if you so wish. We'll be glad to have you join. Of course, really with the Discord, it's a bit of a ghost town right now. Need to try to improve on that. That's a New Year's resolution right there. I want to try to get more members into it. Of course, then again, if anything, it's really more of a lower tiered resolution. I've got bigger plans that I want to try and get on for the new year and all that stuff. I just need to try and pace myself and give myself a little bit of breathing room, because I do want to get around to working on my game reviews, because that has been something that I've been wanting to do for 3 years. I've had the first couple of scripts written up. I've had the B-roll game footage recorded for about 4 years. Yeah, I have been sitting on that for a long, long time, and I really want to get around to doing that. But again, with real life getting in the way, you never know. But we will see. We will see. Alright, so let me see here. Is there anyone we could go ahead and drop in on? Actually, you know what? I think there is. I'm surprised that, they are still streaming the slate. So, you know what? I guess we'll go ahead and, invade their stream and all that stuff. So, let me go ahead and get things set up here. Yeah, that works. That works. Alright, so we are going to get ready to raid momentarily, so I guess this is a good spot to go ahead and wrap things up. For those of you watching from afar, I hope you all were able to enjoy yourselves tonight, as short as things were, but again, given the situation, there's going to be some short streams this month, some long streams. Really, it's all going to depend on my work schedule and all that stuff. But regardless, glad to have you here. For those of you that popped in, also glad to have you joining on in for the brief time we were here. And hope to have you back again next time. And hopefully you all are having a pretty good year so far. And same thing for those of you who are watching this on YouTube once the VOD goes live there. So hopefully you have a good year all around. And hopefully I can have you all pop in for some more adventures as we hopefully try to make this year a little bit better than last year. I can only go up from here, right? I mean, last year started off okay somewhat, but then I kind of derailed it and self-sabotaged myself, so yeah, I'm kind of regretting that somewhat, but you know what? I think I'm in a much better place for doing so now, so that's all that matters. But we are going to get ready to initiate a raid, so we're going to go ahead and end things here for now. So, until next time, thank you all for watching. I hope you all have been enjoying things so far, and I will see you all again later. Take care.